Forward, march.
Let's go get them Reds!
1, 2, 1.
My dearest Annie, Germany is coming with a terrible mistake. The captain makes us hydrate until we're sick. The other men make fun of my soft, womanly hands. War is hell. Love, Conan.
Company, halt. Shoulder, arm. Forward, march. Company, halt, halt. Fire, fire! Let's go! What the hell are you doing? I don't know. I thought you guys would go with me. Hey, what are you putting your freaking hand cream on? You sons of bitches! Pour in them, boys! Pour in them! Don't worry, Captain. I got this. Run! Run, you sons of bitches!
Am I just going to be... I guess I'm going to have to be the lead here. And welcome to the morning after. Let's see. So, oh, this is fun. Get it started early in the morning. So, I'm just gonna start it off with. Let's see. Is there any? What better to start off with than a clip of Clyde? There we go.
Hey,
What's up,
I was
Clyde?
just sending you a text. Say, don't show the clip. Show my face instead.
What's going
How
on,
you doing?
man?
Hey, you know.
Freaking
I'm
tired.
alive. I've not gotten blown up in any air raids or massacred by any hang gliders. Or, I'm good. I'm good. How you doing? You see any paragliders lately?
You don't have any
Texas
fires
and
breaking out over there?
No, not yet.
Not yet. No, see, those would probably
See,
those would be shot
instead of the
down
Iron Dome,
within
we have
minutes.
we Georgia decided to go with the Ebony Dome, and we've just stretched out Stacey Abrams above the whole state, and it just prevents any sort of air attacks, you know.
Just have her be like the Macy's balloon over the state.
Yes, that's a brilliant idea. That's a brilliant idea. Not only would it stop everything from getting in, but anybody that actually like tried to get in and could get in would just see it and flee
and want to leave. Yeah.
Oh man, how you been doing?
You could at least let it be over Atlanta, because that way, you know, let Atlanta be the hellhole that it is, and the rest
blot
of
out
Georgia
the sun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh man, it's like an eclipse every day. But I don't know, man. Hey, I figure you guys got into all that on Monday.
We got into some of it. Like we didn't go over like. I feel like we tried we got into it a little bit, and then we were like, oh man, let's this is stupid. Let's stop talking about it.
Yeah. Now my favorite bit so far is Mia Khalifa lost her job at Playboy.
That was the funniest thing, is because she started saying, yeah, you know, Hamas, like the free, like she had the freedom fighter narrative. Like she was like, yeah, they're freedom fighters. They're rebels trying to defend their country and all this kind of stuff. Which, I mean, you know, it is what it is. But then effectively people were joking like she doesn't know who's in charge of Playboy.
Yep. You know, I mean, and really, I don't know. I guess at an organization that big, she doesn't
She wouldn't stand a chance
She's
anyway.
not their like
even if
top earner, you know. But you gotta imagine that she does some business, I would think.
well, no, I don't think she did as well. Playboy is a dying company anyway, like because they're being the
Yeah.
hub and everything else. OnlyFans does way more than anything that Playboy would ever do. So like that's why they're irrelevant. So
Yeah.
it's kind of one of those things where she wasn't really helping the company anyway, even and the company's sucks anyway. So it's like, well, they just didn't want to deal with that
I don't know.
extra
You think
baggage of.
OnlyFans and cell phones will be the death of like the porn star? Or you think there'll always be
I
room
don't
for
think it'll
porn
be
stars?
I think they'll always be there because like that's why like OnlyFans models are there are certain models who are the top OnlyFans stars or whatever now.
Yeah, but
So
I mean,
I
like,
mean,
I don't know. I feel like this puts like the casting couch out of commission. Like Captain
yeah,
Savin is no more. You know, like his boat sank. Like just
yeah. Now it's gonna be it's gonna be more like I think it's gonna be more of an independent thing of like okay the
Mhm.
more action
basement porn only.
yeah
That's yeah.
in the better basement that you have and the better lighting and the way you
This one's
if you
got
can make it
carpet.
look the sexier you can make it look
Yeah, yeah. Although I don't know. I bet you there's some that just like cement walls and unfinished basement, like sump pump running in the background. I bet you there's a market for that kind of stuff. Kind of dungeony type. I guess I don't know. It probably
yeah
hasn't been. I don't know.
there's probably like a basement dwelling kink. I mean, I'm sure.
all, all the 35-year-old guys living at home in mom's basement, just imagining it's like their own room. It's like,
Yeah, it's
look
like
over this, I'm there. Not really, but
even more so like if you have the basement dwelling and then you have like the basement dweller getting the chick like that'd be, it's like,
Jabba
oh,
the
that could
Hutt,
be
like
me, that could be me.
oh yeah. Anyway, I don't know, man. Hey, there was something else that came up. Did you guys see the CNN clip? It was like every
Yes,
single like hurricane video, not astrologer. What do you call them?
like the meteorology
Meteorologist.
clips.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my God, it's so windy, and like you cut to the fan. Like laying in
Yeah,
the ditch. Oh my God, there's like
yeah, right.
an
Like
elephant in the
here.
background stomping on the ground. Like
Position, but we have just had a massive barrage of rockets coming in here, not too far from us. So we have had to take shelter here. Just about
like
minutes. Gaza is in that direction. We can hear now a lot of jets in the sky. We could also hear the Iron Dome intercepting a
How would you hear the Iron Dome? I don't know.
number of those rockets as they were
the guy in the back
whizzing
on his cell phone,
overhead
he's
and
like
making
laughing.
impact in that direction.
They're
Not too far from here. We came to this location because this was ground zero.
If you were really that concerned, would you really want to be? I mean, like, be on your like phone talking to somebody right now? I would be kind of prioritizing like actually surviving
Would
instead of having a chat.
how well would a cell phone work in that environment?
Well, I mean,
I don't know.
if they're
That's a
not
legit
being
question.
EMP'd, it would only impact it if there was like close area blasts. I would think like
Yeah.
you would have to have blasts like really close by to actually affect anything. I would think, or I mean,
I did not thirsty.
This was the first place
let's see.
It's saying we can get up now.
Let's see when they get up. Like, there's like guys just like walking around. They're like, "What
Where
the
are we
hell?"
moving to?
Like,
Sorry, just 1 second, guys. Okay. All right, so now I can show
No, I don't want a Krispy Kreme.
the scene here.
Get away from me.
This is where those militants first came, opening up fire on all
Where's the dude?
vehicles.
I
There,
thought there
Clayton,
was
if you
there
just
was like
show
dudes just walking
in
around
the
on the
distance
street.
there
Where are they at?
some kind of
I
strike
mean, it really looks
in
tore up.
Gaza as well.
Yeah, they're just look. They're just
return
chilling,
fire.
and then she's just chilling. But like this is legit. I mean, there is some legit,
yeah.
but like
Oh,
they're
for
just
sure. But
playing
you know,
so
you play it up like that, and it's just, I mean, you take any sense of seriousness out of it. You know, like it belittles
yeah.
everything real going on when you roll around in the dirt for views on CNN. You know, like I don't
Well, I
know.
mean, something I never thought I would see would be pro-Palestinian Jews.
Those are the real anti-Semites, the Uncle Toms of the world. You know, self-loathing Jews. But I saw something that kind of like,
Ugh.
it was kind of, I mean, kind
I
of
like how they're calling it the Nazi state of Israel.
like it raises a question. I mean, what percentage of the Israeli population or of the Jewish population like is pleased with the way that Israel's been handling Palestine? You know, like is this just like a extremist few that hold the strings of power that are keeping the Palestinians caged into their strips and stuff, you know, like, or is this,
Yeah.
you know,
Well,
the
I
differentiation
think
between like
there's
a
like a
Zionist and
little
a
bit of
Jew, you
both.
know?
Well, I think there's a little bit of both. I mean, I'm sure I wouldn't say it's like a strict 50-50, but I do think that there's like
Yeah.
a good majority that think like this land was ours, and so therefore any like do whatever we do to the people who have like who tried to act against us is
Mhm.
justifiable because that's just how our view of the world has been shaped is those people are evil people, so therefore doing evil to them is just justifiable, period.
Yeah.
But I mean, that doesn't come without consequence, and that's why we're seeing what we're seeing in some ways. And it's just it's unfortunate that then we have to have this discussion of okay, well, what's like appropriate response and what's not, and it just becomes messy. Like and wars are always messy, so it's
Well,
not.
and that's it. Like it's whatever may come of it, you know, however you feel about it. Like the simple fact is like, you know, we've been lied into every single war since like what, the Spanish American War, you know, 1812. Like, you know,
Mhm.
they you can't trust anything like this. It just seems too on point, right? Like we have all this business with Ukraine and Russia, and that's still kind of going on, but it's I feel like it's fizzled, at least in the public zeitgeist. Like it's still there, but it's not this big thing. Like, oh my god, like, you know. And so now we have this thing happen, and like it just seems too I don't know what's the word. Starts with a C. Put
Like
together.
convenient.
Yeah, convenient. Too not contracted, but you know,
Contrived. Like
contrived. Yeah, something like that. I don't know. I can't think this early in the morning, but like, you know, I mean, like really think about it. Like it just like this is, they want a war, right? NATO's wanted war for how long? Like this is how big
well,
countries make money, right? This is how we get
yeah,
out of a depression. You create jobs. It's just a jobs program on a whole other
yes.
level, you know, and you can't fight it, because if you fight it, like you hate the Jews, or if you fight it, you know, are terrorist sympathizer. Like Oh, life.
I mean, that's kind of what a lot of people end up, how they end up falling back on it is we're like 33 trillion in debt, and even though if you actually look at it, a lot of people just see that number and they go, oh, 33 trillion. In actuality, if you look at the numbers, really, other countries owe us money too. So it's not that like we're just completely in debt. Other countries, if we collected our debts, we would kind of, in some ways, like get closer to breaking even. But the reason we don't collect on those debts is because we want to continue to like keep that good relationships with other countries and keep those kind of things going on. Because if we go debt collecting, not a lot of people like it when you go being a debt collector. Everybody hates a debt collector.
Send
So
dog bounty hunter into like China. Need our money, boys.
yeah, I mean, that's the way we, I guess, become the debt collectors. Though, is like, hey, we're going to go into another war. These countries are going to be financially responsible to us, and then they have to pay out whatever to kind of help us get out of this like financial situation that we have.
It's like modern day colonialization, modern day nation building. That's all it is, really.
Well, it's more like nation crafting. Like
yeah.
you're crafting what kind of world that you want. Because like, hey, if I wanna, that's why we do these ops. Is like, hey, I want to have good relationships with Ukraine, so we install somebody who will then do what we want them to do instead of what they want to do.
And when you're indebted to those world powers, like the United States or the IMF or whoever, like you got to play ball. Otherwise, they do come debt collecting, and then you're up the creek.
You're screwed. Yeah.
Anyway, got any good news today? Anything fun going on in the world?
There was this funny one. There's like a real life Breaking Bad incident. This professor.
I never saw. I watched like the first couple episodes and then just didn't get to it.
I got through like yeah, they spam ads a lot. And they have a lot of these like really clickbait articles they're worse than some of the other places. God, dude, I hate this. But it's a Michigan State professor lost his job after he was running a meth lab. So Brent Doyle was busted in March 2020 for running a lab while he was a professor, and he pleaded guilty. But so they fired they must have hired him knowing that was the truth, and then because he had already been charged, it sounds like, and they're just only recently finding out that he had ran a meth lab, and then they're basically firing him.
That's him
again. Yeah, dude, this is.
Michigan, what are you doing?
I mean, he looks like he could be from Alabama, running a meth lab, because I know some guys that look like that.
Well, I think if you run a meth lab, that's kind of like, that's what you got to look like a little bit. Like.
Yeah.
Oh,
but he must have been at least a little more high class meth lab, because he was a university professor. So maybe he was the chemistry professor. Maybe he had some.
Yeah, I'm sure he's either business or chemistry, and they were like, dude's on fire. Let's get him.
Yeah,
he's gonna teach all of our business majors right.
Yeah, he'll be selling everything. He'll have them selling everything.
I wish I had
sell movies
in my mouse. Links and like the if I scroll through, it just takes forever.
Yeah.
Oh. Who is? Huh? Where are you gonna go?
No, you go ahead. Go ahead.
I was Nancy Mace. I know we've talked about her before. Who is she? Remind me again.
Oh, she's the chick that she was talking about how she told her husband that she couldn't have sex in the morning because she was going to a
Yes. Okay.
prayer
Okay.
breakfast. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I told him he's got to wait, and all this stuff. It's like, why did you need to tell that like at a prayer
Wasn't
breakfast?
it was her boyfriend though, or something, right?
Oh yeah, they're
Wasn't there something because they're like not married? And it's like
fiance.
seriously, like
Yeah, she's living with her fiance, and then she tried to say like, she told him no, that they can't have sex, but like,
and now she's running around with a red letter A on her shirt.
yeah, I don't even know why. Because it sounds like she's talking about something more recent.
I don't know. She's being demonized for my vote and my voice. Like, pretty sure that's not why. I'm pretty sure you're trash.
I just had last week, being a woman up here and being demonized for my vote and for my voice. I'm here to let the rest of the world know I'm on the side of the people. I'm not on the side of the establishment. And I'm going to do the right thing every single time, no matter the consequences, because I don't answer to anybody in D.C. I don't answer to anyone in Washington.
But you do.
Yeah, but like I mean, I just like I don't know if you're calling like Hester Prynne didn't have like a bright red letter across her tits. Like it was, I don't imagine, imagine it was kind of like somewhere up here.
It was
like,
a small, just
like some place like that you could see it, but it wasn't like, yeah, like, hey everybody, look at me bouncing in my crop top. Like, like, no, stop. Like,
I mean, you're not wrong, STG.
Well, that's what she wanted you to see them. That was it.
Yeah.
She got attention. She's banking on getting out of office and getting to that OnlyFans sphere. I think that's her next plan. She's playing the next move.
I mean, it's a smart move. Yeah, her and AOC can be the MILF material.
Is AOC old enough to have kids?
I mean, she's like what, 30?
Yeah, she's got to be in her 30s, I guess, right? Because I think it was
33. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought she was a little bit older. Actually, I thought she was 35. Yeah, she's getting to be MILF material. So.
No kids yet, though. She's getting
no kids, so
I'm sticky. She better hurry up.
See that's why she's been so mad about that's why she didn't want to see Alex Stein around her anymore, because she got the itch, She was like, yeah, like I need some babies. Give me some babies, Alex Stein. That's what he was thinking.
With a boyfriend like hers, it's no surprise though. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
this is why we have to teach sex ed in school these days. I mean, like nobody knows where it goes anymore. Like it's like, they're putting it in eyeballs and wrong ones doing the wrong one, and they're just like, doesn't matter.
Oh, I hope that it wasn't real, but I've seen a couple of like stupid articles, probably like New York Post articles that were like, oh yeah, we've been doing like sex wrong for like 30 years, and it's like, no, probably not that long. It's like, oh, we've been doing sex wrong like for like 10 years, and then we only realized when we started trying to have children or something like that. Like, you're putting it in the wrong. Like, no way you don't know. I mean,
I mean, I can see it. I could.
If you just wanted to.
Anyway, as long as
maybe that was just her fetish, and she just didn't feel like breaking it to him. Like, hey, this is what I like, and I don't.
She didn't want to have kids, and that was her way, and now she actually wants to, and it's kind of hard to break it out.
It's like, whoa, like, oh, now
kids, I didn't realize we were doing it. The
oh god, dude, which thing? Because there's been a couple things. Oh my god. Yes, I saw that. Alert. Yeah, that's crazy. Where's an Ivory
The
alert?
you know, instead of the Amber Alert, yeah, I know, right? We don't, instead of the Amber Alerts or the Ivory Alerts or you know, I don't know what's yellow. Scarlet Alert. I don't know, but yeah, when black kids go missing, they get their own alert system now. It's being routed to only government phones, and you know, but it's just one of those like it doesn't I don't know, separate but equal. I guess we're going back to good old days.
Well, I mean, that's always kind of what it's been, you know. Um, they want that, like, regardless of, like, I, I don't care for people to be treated fairly or whatever, but it's whenever they keep on trying to push this, like, sort of
Mhm.
like two-tiered system where their tier has to be like above everything because they think that, well, because we were below, now we have to be above y'all.
Mhm.
It's like, I don't like that idea of it. If they were just like, hey, you know, level playing field, just
I
everything
mean,
is.
it does the Amber Alert have like settings? Can I go through my phone and set my settings for the Amber Alert to just get like white kid alerts? I mean, like I'm pretty sure
I
I
mean,
get all the alerts, right? Like it doesn't matter.
if they change it from and just an Amber Alert to an Ebony Alert, maybe there is an Ebony Alert setting and an Amber Alert setting. So maybe you could just turn off one. Just
I mean, like, isn't that where we're going? Like, really? Like, you know.
imagine, like, you're like, well, I don't care about those, like, or you just have those pop up just to, I don't know, give you a laugh. I don't know, some like white supremacists, like legit white supremacists is like, yes, I'm gonna turn on the Ebony Alert so I can laugh every time.
Yeah, I just like.
It like it just goes back to the sort of like the Thomas Sowell, like basically
Mhm.
the black redneck and the white liberal kind of thing. And like there, and he's talking about the, I guess, the assumption that they have of wanting to kind of make this race like actual racist stuff go on instead of trying to.
What's the end goal? Like, what is the end goal? Like, is it intentional division? Do they honestly think that like, you know, an Ebony Alert is going to somehow like rescue black kids better? Like, what? I don't understand. I really like, or is this just you know, virtue signaling at its highest level? Like, what?
I think it's a little both. Like it's the virtue signaling combined with, like, let's put them to the top, I guess. Because assume, like, what I'm also assuming is that they're, because what their data is saying is that there's more missing, I guess, more missing black kids than there are missing or white kids or something like that. So the point
But
of
how
it is
does
to,
how when I get an Amber Alert, it doesn't tell me the color of the kid. I mean, it's up for me to decide, you know, the color of the kid if I care. You know, like I don't understand how this puts anybody like they're all going to go to the phone equally, right? Like I'm going to see them all equally. So am I supposed to pay more attention because it's, you know, says Ebony Alert now? Like,
I think it's more for their systems than for like the general population. You know, like
but I mean,
like their accounts purposes than for general population to see it.
but surely they have that data set up somewhere anyway that they see. I mean,
Yeah, but they're trying to categorize it, even like they can see, like, okay, a black male child was abducted or something like that, but then they want a way to, I guess, say, prioritize, okay, well, this is a, Ebony Alert, so this, you know, black child was kidnapped, so we need to go make sure we take care of that. I guess as a priority because that's
I
I don't
I don't
know.
know. I get
It's like
that. I
it's
just
like
don't see
putting
how
into the
having a separate alert for that, because surely when they have a book, like, they have all this information documented in their program, like they have it broken out by, demographic like that, by race, and like it's not that hard to, sort the list, right? Like, let's put the black kids first, and we'll look for them first. Like
I don't know. It's the backwards way that the government works of thinking of like, hey, instead of actually just doing the work that it takes to get to this end goal that we want, like we have to have a policy reason to do the work the way that we're doing, and I think that's more of what it is if we say, hey, this has been an issue, so what we're making it a point to it is the primo virtue signal, like of, hey, we're paying attention to more of the black kids that are being abducted or whatever, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. Fair enough, STG. Fair enough. Fair enough. I feel like you just go to just. There's so many jokes to make about this
Oh my
that
God.
like I'm just biting my tongue because
Yeah.
I know, but like, mm, mm, mm. We should move on. We're lucky Justin's not here.
Justin would most like definitely make it incredibly awkward.
Oh, there's so many.
Because he would just say it. I mean, we could make jokes. I just
No, with I don't mind making jokes, but like the kids.
Yeah.
About that. Yeah. If I was making jokes
Yeah.
like the Ebony Alert for the
Adults,
fathers,
yeah.
like I might make a joke about that. But,
yeah, like Dad went missing. Like, he left to get milk and he hasn't been back. He said he's going to the store. He said he was going to the corner store to get cigarettes. He hasn't been back in 7
ever
years.
since they banned those menthols, Dad just hasn't been around as much anymore. Disappears for weeks at a time. It's harder to find, I guess. Did they ever ban menthol cigarettes? I know they talked about it. I feel like you probably still get a set, man.
I think they.
Was there enough outrage that they said like, okay, fine?
I think it still hasn't. They were planning on doing it. They still haven't finalized it. Yeah, I think it's still, they're still weighing whether they want to ban them or not. But speaking of virtue signals, this was the supreme virtue signal that I saw recently. So this is a game development company. They made the Witcher games and the Cyberpunk 2077 game.
You're talking to the wrong guy, but I'll try to follow.
Well, this you can understand this. So they have to talk about our menstrual leave initiative. Notice how they don't say like maternity leave or whatever. It's like which we implemented this April, was recently awarded by 30% Club. I don't know what this. They're a Polish company, so they were honored to be recognized along other industry leaders working to increase diversity and inclusion. They were chosen for the DEI award for their biological differences, for their acceptance of biological differences and creating a flexible work environment. We hope to continue celebrating diversity, equity, inclusion.
So is this like for just women, or is this like anybody that has a period? Because I know everybody gets periods now. So like,
well, supposedly they're diverse and inclusive, so I would assume anybody.
Okay.
So
cool. I can't wait till men start like abusing this.
Oh, dude, I definitely would if they said I can take leave because I had stomach cramps. I mean, I would, like, oh, my tummy hurts. Like, I'm gonna take out today. Sorry. Yeah, hell yeah, I'm gonna use it.
I think I don't know if it was just a troll kind of thing. There was Saw something a little while ago. Women's tech conference overrun by men claiming to be non-binary.
Yeah, we talked about
Did,
that. I think
did you guys talk about
Friday.
that?
Yeah, it was hilarious though, because they were just saying they were non-binary to get in there and be able to.
This is where it goes. This is where you go. This is what
Yeah.
happens when you do this. Okay, like
Oh,
you've
there's
opened it
Jay.
up, and now there are no differences. Now, once again, we see
Jay?
who's going to be overrun by men. You look like you got one of them whirligig hats on.
Yeah,
Slide over to the left a little bit.
the fan looks like it's spinning like a spinner top on your head.
Oh, what you got going
not
on,
those
man?
kind of minstrels. Not those kind of minstrels.
This is lame.
I can hear you. You just sound like you're under a bucket.
Where'd he go?
Oh, oh man. So that's sometimes he does that whenever he like realizes his audio is not like working.
Fair enough. I'm surprised. I'm hanging on as long as I have. Really, my internet's pretty crap, man. Twice a show, like I just can't hear anything you guys are saying. Like it's that robot talk, and then all of a sudden it catches up, and it's like. I just don't know.
You gotta look at that Starlink if like that's apparently now across the whole U.S. So
I'll I don't know, man. I'm gonna stay away from the Starlink.
You don't want the chips planted in your head.
Elon Musk is obviously a Nazi, right?
Yeah,
What the things he's done with X. So.
Speaking of Nazis, the NHL is probably full of them because they have announced they're banning rainbow pride tapes on their hockey sticks. Days after the league is accused of allowing players to avoid LGBTQ people. Oh,
so is it
this makes me actually want to like hockey now. I need to. I feel like I need to buy a hockey jersey and support a team now.
Well, so is this like another one of those like don't ask, don't tell type policy things, or is this just like like?
Well, it says the league has removed all choice from the matter, and they're banning they can be visible in their support of LGBTQ. So,
but is that because people like were avoiding this guy, and like so now they want to force them to be like I'm.
Well, it was they had it be optional, and so some of the players would do it or whatever. But then there were some players who decided not to. But because some of the teams were trying to force it on the players, and the players didn't like it, essentially they had a catch-22 of like, do we support the teams or do we support the players? And the players make them more money than necessarily a team does, I guess, in some ways. Like if you have like Sidney Crosby and he says, "I don't want to wear that," that's kind of gay. Then he's just gonna they're gonna be like, they're torn between, do we support our player who doesn't like this gay stuff, and then or do we support the teams that are trying to push it?
Yeah, I mean, let them go, man. If they want to put like rainbows on their stuff and get hit harder, like that's fine.
Well, I mean, that's fun. That's what's funny about it is that they're banning that. They're not letting them make a choice anymore. So I'm like, hey, I support it. I mean, I didn't think that they should be doing that anyway. I mean, before too long, we're probably gonna have the NFL doing that. So,
do they wear like rainbow colored ankle tape?
I haven't seen anything like that, but I wouldn't doubt it before too long. But then again, there was somebody pointed out something like earlier is that they used to do like a breast cancer awareness and have the pink and everything, and then apparently they got backlash because they weren't supporting like all cancer, which I support it because like I thought the breast cancer awareness stuff while important, was also like cringe because they were
Yeah.
like, oh, save the titties, you know. It's like,
Yeah, get
yeah,
some yellow ribbons out there for the nuts, you know.
yeah.
Especially with, like
But
men's sport like that. Like, I mean, you know, let the
yeah,
women's soccer team wear their pink ribbons, and you guys wear the yellow cups outside of your jerseys, whatever
Yeah.
pants. I don't know what they're called. You know, do you wear a cup in football?
Yeah,
You do.
yeah. I mean, you could go without it, but I probably wouldn't.
Well, you know, because like when I played rugby, you couldn't really wear a cup because you're like moving so much, and like it was just
I mean, probably a lot of dudes
hinder.
don't,
Yeah,
but like if you got clipped it the wrong way,
yeah.
I mean, you get that pinched on like getting hit there. Oh, can you imagine? Oh,
I know.
I have like empathetic pain. Really feel.
Man, I got 4 kids. I've been kicked plenty of times. I know.
Oh yeah.
There's a certain height that kids get to, that like, you know, when you pick them up, their feet are just dangling like right there, and they don't realize it, and it just
Like my 2-year-old now.
yeah, and they don't mean to, and it's not like hard, but it's just that tap, and it's just enough that it's like, oh, God, I gotta put you down. Hold on, give Daddy a minute, you know, and you gotta feed them, you know. That's all. Stop starving your kids. Can you hear me?
Yeah. I think you can.
Huh?
I can hear you, yeah.
Hey,
You
am I
can.
coming through?
Yeah,
You're
you come
good.
through.
I had to get some kids' headphones because my
Yeah.
Bluetooth wasn't syncing.
Man, you stealing your kids' headphones? Trey doesn't feed his kids. What's wrong with y'all?
I'm actually visiting family right now. I'm actually calling from my childhood bedroom that my niece lives in
Nice.
now.
Nice. Why are there no unicorns on the wall? I
Well, I
figured
mean,
you would have had that painted pink, and you know.
there's like a
Oh, so-
basketball jersey.
So your
Like,
parents repainted it when you moved out there?
yeah,
Gotcha.
did a whole remodel on the farmhouse. It's actually pretty nice.
Did you get a haircut, man? I feel like you had long hair.
Me?
Yeah.
I mean, I shaved my head.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I ought to shave my head, but the wife won't allow it. I don't know. Something about like a mustache and a shaved head she's just not down with. It's like,
No. You know, I wish they would have a Pancreatic Cancer Awareness Month because, you know, that's what took Patrick Swayze from us.
is it? I guess, yeah. It is.
Mhm.
How long? I don't know.
At least your kids seem like they're in a good mood this morning. Mine are still like tired and grumpy from all the driving.
Y'all are on a trip.
Yeah, we're up in Virginia visiting my family.
How far is that drive?
9.5
6?
hours if you
Not
don't
really.
stop. Yeah, if you don't stop.
Wow. That's a
'Cause
trip, man.
we live out in the boondocks now.
Yeah. Driving with kids is never fun. Never
Yeah.
fun. Dude, he's gonna
Especially-
Hamas your ass. Watch out. Try.
You know, it's okay.
Allahu Akbar.
He doesn't even know how to wield it, so
Sorry.
He's got 2 hands on it. He'll at least have some power behind it.
yeah, you know. Too bad he doesn't know that I could just turn it on him.
With your mall karate reverse kung fu self-defense training.
Yeah.
I love those guys that do all those videos where it's like, here's how you disarm somebody with a firearm. Like,
Yeah.
you're gonna die.
You bite it with your mouth first, and you know.
You may as well.
Well, no, he does like he does the weird thing where like it pop it out of their hand and then like he tries to grab it or something like
You
that.
just put your finger in the barrel. You've seen enough on like, you know,
It worked for Bugs Bunny.
Looney Tunes, you know. Boop. It'll stop it, I promise. Just try it, you know. Guns, did you guys see the shooting in Chicago?
Which one?
I say that like yeah, I know. There's one, I don't know.
That was the
a couple
one that
days
I
ago.
posted.
It was like a
Yeah.
was it you? a Glock
Yeah.
with a switch, and it was just like, you know.
Oh,
And then
Yeah,
some dude got picked up afterwards for like picking up a discarded weapon from the shooting. Like, poor guy.
you're like,
Like, yes,
dude,
I finally
just
got one.
like he's like free gun, and then all of a sudden he goes to jail for it. Like, what the hell?
no.
I mean, yeah, I'd probably pick it up too. Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
just
I mean,
propaganda for
free
them to go
Glock.
after parts and stuff.
I mean, they probably didn't want more than anything didn't want the switch, getting out there
Yeah.
because
I saw that the federal courts put like stays of whatever on like the pistol brace and like something else too. So it's in one of those like weird legal states of is it? It's not legal, but it's also not illegal.
Yeah. Cut him loose. Cut him loose. Damn, bro.
Oh snap!
He's getting to your stash, huh? I thought you guys would keep that box locked up.
It's be
Trey.
coming out with like level 4 body armor next.
Your wife's gonna be angry.
that's his stash. He's got his own little like a Nerf outfit set up. But,
Honey, why does he have my grenades?
he wouldn't even be able to lift the body armor anyway. So
It's kids like the stuff that you can give them that they just like we have Halloween costumes that like
oh yeah,
They
this one
use
loves
more,
the
like-
Minecraft. Like he wore his Minecraft costume like 3 days in a row just because he likes the costume.
The diamond
forced
armor.
He's a
reset.
mean
trick.
mugging.
Oh yeah, that was another one. The
What
forced
is
reset
that?
triggers.
Explain that, because I don't know these things.
When you pull the trigger, it does like a forced reset. So, technically it's still semi-auto, but you could potentially pull the trigger faster to get faster rate of fire.
So the forced reset creates it like it
It resets it
takes
to
a
a
certain
neutral
amount
position.
of time,
It just
and they're saying
like puts
it
it
would-
back. And,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah, I could go out there and bump fire something right now with a belt loop. I don't need a bump stock.
I mean,
If I wanted to miss my target.
Well, that's the other
like
I
who
took a
really
kid out
does
the other day, and
like-
we were shooting, and I showed him like I was like, go ahead, like tell me how to pull the trigger, go for it, like look how accurate you are. And it's it's crazy, like you can't, like it's and you practice, I'm sure you get more accurate, but like you put a switch on that, you're just wasting money, like
Yeah, especially on a handgun.
yeah, it's all over the place. But
yeah, I mean, I'm already. I wouldn't say I'm that great with a handgun to begin with. I mean, you start making it.
I'm a bit of a handgun shooter myself.
it doesn't hold clout with the homies though if you don't have a switch on it. So
Word.
Yeah, I mean, you can't turn it sideways and let it. You can't boondocks it,
yeah.
I always found it funny when I would go to an arcade when I was a kid or a teenager, and like you'd see like the little kids that were like playing like Virtua Cop or Time Crisis, and they were holding the gun sideways.
I should do that. I should go out to like a arcade and like the shotgun ones with the zombies, like hold that.
Break yourself, fool.
Dude.
I wouldn't know what to do, man.
Imagine like they've got like those VR games. Like if you had a computer that can run it, like they have these like fake guns that you can use with the VR thing. And that you start turning sideways, break yourself.
I don't know. They should really they should
Someone like walks in.
Just make like a cheat code for those games so you make it like an auto fire, like Duck Hunt with like an auto fire or something.
Yes, I saw that SDG, and he was also talking about, man, I really want to leave London and go back to Afghanistan.
Who's Lord Miles?
Oh my god. He's this dude who he's basically been trying to like go to the most dangerous places. He like went to Afghanistan, and then the Taliban captured him, and then
They didn't behead him.
they made these cryptic posts like they were. I think they were trying to extort people out of money. I don't know if they were probably just trying to negotiate like something for him. I guess
Yeah.
like get something out of him because he was a
$6 billion to Hamas.
yeah. They wanted to get something from the British, like from the London or whatever, essentially.
We'll trade you Prince Harry for Miles.
That would
Quite
be
the
funny.
We trade that basketball player. I
Oh,
already forgot her
I would
name.
freaking Griner, yeah.
Brittany Griner, yeah.
So dumb.
We'll give you Lisa Leslie. That's the only other one I could think
What
of.
do you think they do with her?
Well, she's not in the championship right now, so she's not that great.
I don't
Her
remember
team
her name.
sucks. Well, that for nothing.
Could give her
That's because
that.
of PTSD,
could give
man.
him that.
Took her off her game.
They could give
She had to work
him
hard.
that pink-haired chick or whatever, Megan Rapinoe. There.
She's retired
give
now.
him
Man.
her.
She got all the time to go out there and do that.
Good for her. Live out her golden years.
I don't know if they're so golden anymore.
Pink gold. Anyway, I don't know, man. Is there anything else? We got anything else? What else is happening in the world? That's the problem with all this crap in Israel. Like I go on Twitter to look for things, and it's like nonstop.
Just propaganda.
Israel this, Israel that. I can't get away from it.
Propaganda and old videos that people are acting like they're new.
Yeah.
Like I don't. I don't know. MSNBC, like there's 67 accounts like passing out disinformation. Like you gotta love the disinformation thing. Like they're still running on all of this, blaming everybody. Twitter.
Well, I mean that's like the ADL CEO talking about it.
Oh, Greenblatt.
Yeah.
Have been like for you, and why it's so important that you are appearing here today with Trevor Sharp.
He looks shady as hell.
He wishes he was Lex Luthor.
Honest and maybe a little more vulnerable than I normally would be.
Yeah, I mean Lex Luthor would at least have a little bit more stronger jawline than that.
Lex Luthor would kick his ass.
he looks very I don't know. I can't put my finger on it. He looks evil, like nonchalant.
It's like an evil phenotype, you would say.
You know, not a big deal.
like Dr. Evil, but taller.
Yeah.
I don't like all the anti-Semitism going around.
I could totally see that. He's a bit of an anti-Semite.
I have family in Israel, right? Who can't locate their family. I have friends who are gone.
We hope that
Operation go be with them then. Like
Operation
Jesus.
Glass Palestine will be a success.
Yeah, that's good. That is good. But yeah, I don't know. He's been he's wondering. Yeah, he's just he's saying all this misinformation, disinformation. The ADL condemns everything, and it's like, dude, just it doesn't matter. The fog of war, we're never really going to know what's going on anyway. We've already found out that there's been fake information shared about like they did this thing to babies and all this kind of stuff, and then they shot completely random innocents without warning, and it's like, well, neither of those things have been proven true on either side. So it's like, who the hell cares?
They figured a long enough time's gone by because they've tried the babies thing every like 30 or 40 years or so, because they did that with Bush in the 90s when we first went into Iraq, and they did that in World War II also with the Germans. They're like, oh, they're bayoneting babies.
Yeah. I mean, that's always but I do think that at one point it's like that isn't necessarily for like us. It's more for like, I guess, troop morale in some ways, because that was something that I saw like Don. I don't know if you follow Don the Pleb, but he was saying something like that, like that's information is not necessarily like for us. It's for like troops to like hear, hey, been doing this thing to
Yeah.
babies, and so
Speaking of the IDF, did you guys? I don't know if you guys talked about it. Did you see old Benny Shapiro was like telling people on his show to donate directly to the IDF?
and he didn't actually. He actually didn't run ads that day. The
Yeah.
only day he didn't run ads, and he said donate to the IDF.
I already do.
why
My
would
tax
I-
dollars go there.
I already
What do
donate.
you want? I don't have a choice.
Look, I can't. I could barely feed my family. Like I feed my family. I get a few things that I want. That's all I can do here, dude. Like, what do you want about?
No, we all know that Ben Shapiro is retarded.
Because democracy basically means government by the people, of the people, for the people. But the people are retarded.